Good morning, everyone. I am so happy and so glad to be here connecting with you once again in another session, in another time of coffee, ideas, and connecting with Alejandro, with me, Alejandro Tornato. I'm so happy to be sharing another lesson with all of you on this beautiful Saturday morning. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Time in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, and a good cup of coffee to be shared with all of you coffee drinkers of the world. Mm, great coffee. It's always good. I mean, lots of antioxidants in coffee. Okay? I don't have anything against other drinkers, tea drinkers, uh, Coke drinkers, Pepsi drinkers, whatever it is. I remember I make this. I mean, I just want to take a couple of seconds. I mean, to share with you a story. I mean, I remember. I mean, some years ago, I was working in engineering. By the way, I mean, for all of you, I mean, who don't know, I did chemical engineering. I am a chemical engineer. I worked several years, I mean, many years in chemical engineering. And I remember living in Louisville, Kentucky, working for an engineering company. Um, and in our group, I mean, I was working for the international group because I was dealing primarily with South America. And I remember our secretary, a dynamic, a lovely lady. I mean, very dynamic. I mean, great vitality. I used to get to the office very early in the morning, and I remember seeing her almost every day while everybody else was enjoying a good cup of coffee. She was enjoying uh, a good a good sip of Pepsi, a diet Pepsi, at I guess 7:30 in the morning every morning. And I mean, there's one. It's not that I don't drink Pepsi or I don't drink Coke, but at 7 o'clock in the morning, I mean, that would not be my favorite drink. But like I said, I do not condemn or judge anybody, but I love a good cup of coffee in the morning. Okay, I got that story out of the way. What I want to talk to you and share with you this morning is everything about living a good life. Not just living a good life, but having a holistic approach to a good life. A holistic approach to a good life, a more rounded approach to living a good life. Now, if you are like me, you truly enjoy life and you are passionate about life, you want to live life to your fullest potential, and you get out of bed every morning with an attitude of thankfulness for a brand new day and all the possibilities and all the opportunities that that new day brings with it. Life is precious. Life is precious. It is amazing, and it is a gift, a wonderful gift, I must add, and we shouldn't take it for granted. You know, when I look at life, I mean, life is a gift. Life is precious, but at the same time, life is very fragile, and we have to handle it like a very unique and expensive piece of art or piece of china, because it is fragile. However, even with that fragility, we must live it to the fullest. We must live it to display our fullest potential, our fullest creativity. Your life, as well as mine, is a fantastic ride, to say the least. I don't think that there is a roller coaster in the world that can give you a more exciting and thrilling ride than the ride of our life's journey. You are the writer of your own story and the CEO of your life. Now, did you know? I mean, what a concept that we are not just the writers of our own life story, but we are the CEOs of our life story. You see, we, depending on your position, we may not receive the compensation packages that you see CEOs of great companies get. But nonetheless, I mean, we are the CEOs of our own life. We are designed to feel, to love, to win, to lose, and to mess up many more times than we care to remember or that we care to admit. And all of these really constitutes our humanness, with all of our strengths as well as all of our weaknesses. Some people, in an attempt to get better at life, they try to concentrate in just one area with such rigorous and narrow focus that they completely ignored all other areas that they should also be working on at the same time. However, having and implementing a more rounded, holistic approach that includes areas from your professional career to your health is perhaps a much better option to have. Now, following, I would like to share with you an area to put your attention and to concentrate as you are living each day of your life. Now, this lesson has 5 areas that I would like to share with you, but for this Facebook Live, I'm going to share with you the first area. Now, I am not cheating you, but if you want to get the complete lesson, the 5 areas of living a holistic approach to an excellent life, I encourage you to listen to my podcast, The Alejandro Tornato Show. And in that show, I'm going to be doing, the complete lesson, the 5 areas of living a good life. Now, I'm going to mention to you what those 5 areas are. The first one is play and plan big. The second is invest in yourself. The third, do what others are not prepared to do. Number 4 is search for your tribe. And the number 5 is get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. But today, I'm not going to leave you empty. I don't do that. I don't like that. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of a taste of the first area, and that is play and plan big. Now, first of all, I want to remind you with much love and admiration that you have one opportunity to live an incredible and fascinating life adventure. You see, we go around one time. We have that one opportunity, and I don't want to live one day 80 years of the same day. I want every day to be unique. I want every day to be exciting. I want to live each day with great intentionality. And I hope that you feel the same way. So you can live that fascinating life adventure and remember very carefully that living the life you want is entirely up to you. Living the life I want is entirely up to me. You see, no one can come to you and tell you how to live your life. You are in control. Remember, you are your own writer. You are your own CEO. It's like being on a boat. You have the control to adjust the sails and to give direction to that boat where you want to go, not where others tell you that you should go. Now, some people tend to live very comfortable lives. They do not push their limits and their abilities. I know some people who have tremendous potential, who has great abilities, but they don't display them because they don't push themselves to get to those abilities, because perhaps they have a limiting belief that they cannot do it, that they cannot reach those higher places. But I know that they can. They are the ones who you see them sometimes in the gym. When I go to the gym, that do 3 sets at the gym with the same weight, day after day after day, and they feel fine. But guess what? They don't see any progress, and you don't see any progress in them. The muscles don't get any bigger, because progress in any area of your life requires change. Progress requires change. It requires taking your game to the next level. It requires pushing yourself. Perhaps in that gym example, it requires to put an extra 2 pounds or 5 pounds on the bar and do 1 or 2 or 5 more repetitions every day to push the needle a little bit higher. That is definitely moving up and moving forward in your life. Now, when you're in another area, it may mean getting up half an hour earlier or an hour earlier, and to start your day, let's say at 5 a.m., and taking some time to plan the day and to do things for yourself. I don't know, in another area, it may mean to change your eating habits, to be more intentional in what you eat. Because everything that we do today may not show up today, but it definitely has an effect and an impact many days from today. Nothing that we do today has no impact. Everything has an impact, whether it has a positive impact or whether it has a negative impact, that's entirely different. But it has an impact. Now, progress is not doing exorbitant things, but it is doing something extra, even if it's a little bit extra, every time that we do it. So, my friends, that is the first area to live a holistic, to have a holistic approach to a good life, to play and to plan big. Now, I encourage you to go and to look and see on my podcast. I mean, the Alejandro Tornato Show podcast. I mean, I'm on iTunes. Also, for those Android users, I mean, you can get me on Google Play. I'm going to, once this episode is fully uploaded, then you'll have the whole episode, I mean, to listen to. But at the same time, just listen to other episodes. I mean, there's quite a few available episodes on the Alejandro Tornato Show that you can enjoy, that you can listen to. And one of the things that I would encourage you to do, because it will help to get the exposure of the show and to expand it to other people, is leave me a rating and leave me a review on iTunes once you listen to it. I mean, if the episode, I mean, has added value to your life and you enjoy the content, then leave me a review, leave me a rating, because that will definitely help to elevate the exposure of the show. So, thank you so very much, I mean, for spending this time with me. Have a great rest of the day and weekend. And as I always close by reminding you to be kind, be passionate, be well.